The big third weekend of recruiting is a wrap. Let's do a quick update on all of the prospects that visited and look ahead to the final fourth weekend of recruiting. Watch my previous recruiting videos from this month to get all the context and backstory you need. To put it simply, this is a major month to move the needle on top guys. Inside Texas is offering you a free 21 days of premium access during this wild summer month of recruiting. Eric Nalin and Justin Wells provided all the info for this video. Go subscribe to Inside Texas today, for real. Don't forget to buy your hat for the new season at Last Stand Hats. Use promo code TexasHomer, all caps, for 10% off your hat purchase at laststandhats.com. Without further ado, let's get into it. Our current QB commit, Maalik Murphy, visited this weekend, and he was finally able to try on all the UT gear and talk face-to-face with the staff. Maalik had a great time, and it further cemented his excitement to join the team. So things are looking as good as can be with Maalik. Our current running back commit, Jaden Blue, got to take his official visit as well, and he had a great time and got to hang out with fellow commits like Maalik Murphy and Armani Winfield, so all seems to be good there as well. Top wide receiver target and former commit Stewart was on campus for his official visit as well. On Stewart's place within the offense, Sarkisian told Stewart, "You have no position." Stewart responded, "That's a compliment. I'm the ultimate competitor, and it doesn't matter where they line up. I'll still kill them anyway." With a social media following of millions, Stewart is the most uniquely situated athlete in the country to take advantage of new name, image, and likeness laws. "I have to be in the field playing for NIL to work," said Stewart. "I'll give it my best and NIL will take care of itself, but it's certainly important." When asked about the program, Stewart stated, "The facilities look incredible and I can't wait to see them this fall. The campus is bigger than I thought. Everything here is large. Everyone on campus was extremely nice and I felt at home. UT is building so much and you can see the changes with Coach Sarkisian." Stewart doesn't have a timeline for the decision, but he'd like to wait until later this fall, when he can see a few games and visit a few more schools. Stewart is just soaking up the entire process. CJ Williams is the large wide receiver out of Modern Day in California. An interesting data point was Bijan Robinson hosted Williams, demonstrating the staff's focus on Williams. Plus, Sark brought his son Brady on a visit as well. Brady Sarkisian is Williams' teammate at Modern Day. With Jordan Hudson leaning towards SMU, it makes a lot of sense to push for Williams. We are still waiting to get some clarity of how CJ enjoyed his visit. Notre Dame was feeling confident about Williams, at least heading into the weekend. Brennan Thompson is a priority and was treated as such during his 2-day unofficial visit. Brennan possesses the speed our offense requires. Steve Sarkisian, Jeff Banks, and Andre Coleman are heading this pursuit, and Thompson feels the love. He received plenty of attention from Sark. "It was all good," said Thompson after his unofficial visit to Texas over the weekend. Thompson hopes to return this fall, preferably during an official visit so he can catch a game. He has an official visit to Texas A&M this week, and he's scheduled to make an official to Oregon this weekend. Our current wide receiver commit, Armani Winfield, took an official visit to Michigan State recently, but the 4-star pass catcher made it to Austin on Friday and knew he was at the right place. He loved the atmosphere, the family vibe, and it seems he's had his fix of the recruiting process to this point. Winfield says he's locked into Texas and is eager to start his senior year. The staff at Louisville have raved about Winfield's maturity and his growth this offseason. In the staff's eyes, Winfield is a big commitment. Kelvin Banks is an elite left tackle that is a crucial target for Texas. Flood sees Banks as the quintessential offensive tackle, and Banks sees Texas as a major program on the rise. The family arrived last Friday evening, and they seem to really enjoy their time on campus and in Austin. Kelvin Banks was hosted by Christian Jones and hung out with some of the O-line guys. The atmosphere was solid, the education is top-notch, and our coaches weren't being too intense. This recruitment feels like UT has pushed all the right buttons. He'll be in College Station this weekend for his Texas A&M official. UT set the bar here, and now the Aggies must attempt to match. Inside Texas currently believes this is Texas's to lose, with a decision expected prior to his senior season. Offensive line recruit Connor Robertson out of Westlake was able to give his dad a cool Father's Day present. Connor brought his dad along on his official visit to the school his father grew up a fan of. Connor's father is a Texas Longhorn through and through, and Connor could be next. Robertson was hosted by Jake Majors and Michael Taffy. He's familiar with Majors and close friends with Taffy because they're both Westlake kids. Robertson loved getting to see more of the campus. With an eye on the business school, McCombs caught his attention. At the end of the day, Texas would take both Robertson and Cole Hudson out of Frisco. IT believes both of these linemen understand and accept this scenario. Each player has center guard ability as well. Connor will take his final visit to Stanford on June 25th. He tells IT he'll likely decide in July and then shut down the process. Now let's move to the defensive guys because we have some must-gets amongst this group as well. Our current commit and 3-star linebacker out of Arlington Martin, Travell Johnson, made his way to Austin over the weekend for his official visit. Johnson thought hanging out with David Benda and former teammate Maurice Blackwell was a joy, and he had a lot of his questions answered. The facilities, the players, the city, and the vibe, said Johnson about his Texas OV. It's everything. Johnson will return in the fall, but for now he's working on 2023 teammate and Texas target Javian Toviano. Arlington Martin has been a hotbed for Texas recruits as of late, so hopefully we can keep them coming. Brian Allen is a 4-star safety out of Aledo and a current UT commit as well. Alabama made a push for Allen as of late, but he has returned to Texas for his official visit. When asked about Texas, Allen said, "The city of Austin is different than any place I've been to. There's nothing fake or phony about the Texas staff. I love it. It's a family environment where everyone has each other's backs. They are building something special in Austin, and I'm excited to be a part of it." The Allen family are athletically gifted. BJ's little brother, 2024 corner Jaden Allen, is eager for his OV to Texas as well when he's a junior. Terence Brooks is a top corner and a major target for Sarkisian and Saban alike. Terence Brooks visited this past weekend and had all of his personal questions answered by the defensive staff and Sarkisian. The job Terry Joseph has done with this recruiting, dating back to when he was at Notre Dame, can't be oversold. Brooks will make a decision based off where he believes he can develop, while also having the opportunity to compete for playing time right away. Brooks is on his way to Ohio State for an official, and then he'll head to Alabama this weekend. A decision will happen prior to his senior season, barring any major changes. Mid-July is a strong possibility there. This recruitment remains headed for a Texas versus Alabama decision, barring Ohio State shaking things up in the next few days. Texas put its best foot forward in trying to land top corner Denver Harris. The staff did a great job of getting those in the decision tree on board with the school, the scheme, and the player development. Denver will visit Alabama this weekend on their biggest recruiting weekend of the year. This will be a tough battle with Alabama, but proximity does remain a positive factor. Harris may wait until September to make the final call, so this ride isn't quite over yet. And now we have some major targets stopping by for this final weekend of recruiting in Texas. Let's preview these guys real quick as well. Musket defensive back Bryce Anderson will arrive this upcoming weekend. Anderson had a great visit to Alabama, as expected. He got to see up close why Alabama is the best program in college football under Nick Saban. Saban was very honest with Anderson in that he told him he would give him a chance at cornerback if that's what he wanted, but he sees him as a safety and a star in the scheme long term. Anderson was given the opportunity to commit, but Anderson told Saban that he was going to visit Texas and finish the process before making a decision. Saban was understanding of that and respected his honesty. At the end of the day, Inside Texas believes Anderson is going to stay in state and go to either Texas A&M or Texas, barring a last-minute change of heart. The Saturday afternoon through Sunday evening visit to Texas will be huge in the decision-making process for Anderson. This one will come down to Steve Sarkisian having the same laser focus on Anderson on the visit that Jimbo Fisher had since the first time they met June 4th. The Aggies have left zero doubt how much they covet Anderson. Now it's Texas's turn to show Anderson the same. Inside Texas has had Texas in the lead in this recruitment since Sarkisian's staff began recruiting Anderson, and now it's all about the close. Cam Williams is the remaining offensive line target out of Duncanville. The Williams family will be in Austin on June 25th to enjoy their final official visit over the year. Cam Williams has been all over the road this summer, visiting Oregon, Miami, Texas Tech, and OU. With 31 offers in tow, including Ohio State, Michigan, USC, Georgia, and North Carolina, the massive 17-year-old is eager to see UT for the first time. "I've never been down there before," said Williams. "I really want to see the campus and the coaches." Williams said that in May he had been waiting for that UT offer for a long time. He's building a strong relationship with Kyle Flood, and Jeff Banks checks in often as well. He enjoys bonding with the former Alabama coaches. Texas was dead in the water here 3 months ago, and now they appear to be steering the ship. This weekend looms large for the Longhorns. Big-time outside linebacker target Justice Fincley will officially visit campus this weekend. Inside Texas believes it has the potential to be a difference maker. Fincley and his family profile well to the school, and he's a major target for PK. Alabama is a bit of an unknown in this recruitment, but Inside Texas feels great about where UT sits at the moment. And top offensive line target Devon Campbell will not be officially visiting this month. There is a potential chance of an unofficial visit this weekend, but nothing set in stone. Instead, he will officially visit in the fall during a game. The elite offensive lineman has seen UT on a handful of occasions during his recruiting process. Campbell made his official visit to Oklahoma over the weekend, and according to a source, the visit surpassed expectations. What Oklahoma has going for them in the recruitment is the staff stability, which is key for Campbell and family. Lincoln Riley and Bill Bedenbaugh's relationship and continuity was extremely impressive over the weekend. So it seems there's more to come from the Campbell recruitment. And that's a wrap on the latest update. Please go show Inside Texas some love for providing this in-depth reporting to us. Go sign up for their free trial at InsideTexas.com. Please like and subscribe and consider joining as a channel member. As always, hook 'em.